Okay, so we are live. Hello, Dr. Ashwin. How are you?
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Okay, I'm also fine. Okay, so the audience and doctors, FMGs, student, juniors, and all. Let's introduce you. Introducing you, Dr. Ashwin. He study MBBS from Kazan, and he's from Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir.
And now this he recently he cleared the exam like in January session or December session, and he scored 208 marks. So that's very lightning and very I mean, I'm really happy for you. And
Thank you, sir.
let me clear, guys. He's from my university, and as well as he's my roommate. So I
Yes,
know
sir.
him very well, and I'm very glad that I'm doing live with him. So, okay, Aswin, let's you introduce yourself and just we'll talk later.
Yes, sir. As you told, my name is Ashwin Devraj. I am from down south Tamil Nadu, and I did my MBBS from Kazan State Medical University, from where sir did his UG. And I was his roommate. He was my first 2 years roommate, and through his guidance also, this was possible. And I scored 208 marks in the recently conducted Fmge December 2022, and it was my very first.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so Aswin, very first thing, let's start from beginning. How is your feeling after clearing this exam? Because I think for me it was the it was the tough, I can say, best moment of my life. And I think this exam is was very important for me also, and I think it's very important for everyone. So
Yes,
how is your feeling, how was your feeling when you got the result? Explain that,
sir.
because that moment come very rarely.
Yes, actually, I was out when the results were out, and I checked my results, and the score was 208. But I couldn't believe, so I gave my roll number to my parents to ask them to check, and they also called me that the score was 208. But still, I was confused. So I came home and I checked twice again, and then only I told my friends that I passed the exam and I got 208. Because actually I was not a studious guy during my college days, as you know, and this score was a little more for me actually. So I was little bit confused whether that actually it was actually my score or.
Okay, that's happened, that's really happened with everyone. Okay, and what was your that time you were at home or somewhere else? So how
No,
what was the reaction of your parents, families?
no, sir. When the results came, I was outside with my friends, hanging out with my friends. So I saw the results and I called my father at first, and I told him, "Sir, father, this was my score, and please check my result with the roll number which was there in my house also." And he was checking by the time I reached home. Once when I reached, he hugged me and he told it's a good score. And I realized, okay, that the marks which I saw was real, and it was my marks. And I was very happy. Both my parents, father and mother, both were very happy to see it.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so I think now we should start start with the strategy and all, and I'm going to ask some few questions related this exam and preparation. I know as you explained this, the result moment was very happy, and you also very excited that. But let me go back. That moment and that result is 208 is not like easy marks to get. So let's go with the process, let's talk about the process, because you have gone through these things, and I think you work very hard for this, because 200, even if that's just crossing 150 is tough. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. It take a lot of blood. It demand a lot of blood, lots of hard work. So, explain in detail for your upcoming junior or those who are going to attend this exam in future, like June or December. So, explain the process when you started. I know you were my roommate, so I know you everything about seriousness and all, about college life or about your taking your degree, but you explain yourself about FMG preparation, when you started and how it gone. Explain it in detail. Now it's your time, so it will help to your junior.
Actually, I started my preparation back then when I was in Russia, like around this COVID, during COVID time. I was in my fourth year batch. So
Adjust
actually,
mic. Yes, no, it's right. Hello, no audio. Hello, audible? Yes. Hello, no audio, no audio. Use your headphone, maybe it will do. Hello, my voice audible? Your voice is not coming now. You can talk directly, remove like earphone and all. Yeah, yeah, it's audible, audible, audible.
Now can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, no, it's correct.
Okay.
So tell me.
Okay. Sir, actually, I started my preparation when I was back there in Russia, and it was my during my COVID time. I was in my fourth year by the time. It was your graduation year also. So
Mm-hmm.
that time, actually, I started with the Najib videos.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I think that concepts are more important than the other things.
Mm-hmm.
Other stuff, so we usually used to get forget, but the concepts will be there remaining with us. So by that time, I was using Najib videos to build with my concepts like physiology, everything. Till fourth year, half I was not doing anything like that. Since till then, I was okay with my classes alone. After that, I did Najib videos, not thoroughly, but here and there I was doing the concepts where I was not confident about, like neurology, everything, CVS also. And then I switched to the online platforms, and I was doing pathology, surgery, obs, and medicine there in Russia itself. Mm, all four I did there itself, sir. Not completely, but the same here and there for my exams like that I was doing. Once when I reached back, I joined a coaching here, and it was Fmge Chennai. And with that, I was covering the rest all subjects which I couldn't do when I was there in Russia. And after that, sir, I was not able to be there in Chennai. I was not able to adjust with the food there, so I returned back to my home. And since then, I was doing only the previous year questions. Previous year questions, like I would say that out of my mark, like 100 marks I will give for my previous year questions itself, because most of the questions are repeat, and the concepts, if you know those, surely you can pass the exam.
Okay, so you have mainly you have explained two things. Like I can take 2 point. It will be very, or it's like for fellow student or fellow doctor to take 2 point from here. That one is basic, is concept is very important, right? Either
Yes.
you can take it from, like as you say, you are following Dr. Najib. Everyone,
Yes,
like
sir.
in medical student time, they used to follow Dr. Najib or some other teachers, like those who teach individual subjects, or even from colleges. Like in our college also there were many teachers good, like medicine,
Yes.
pharmacology. These were like they were cleared very well. So means those who are in college, they should start preparation. I mean, whatever they are studying, they should make a note, or they
Yes,
should
sir.
like clear their vision there only. And the second thing is very important, and it helped me also. And also I also used to tell my viewer, or on my channel through video, that pyq is very important. Like
Yes.
yesterday before today, yesterday only I made video, and I said, like, see, doing question is good, but doing question from where and which, doing question from which platform is matter. Like
Yes.
example, you asked, you told a previous year question.
Yes.
Exactly what I want to say, it's very important point to everyone, guys, that py start your, like, non 90 days is remaining, right? So as first, give one or two mock tests, pyq. So you will get three things there. One is from where which topic they are asking. One is what the previous year topic repeated, and for future which topic you should study more. This thing helped by PYQ. So it's really very good point, and I'm glad that you also
Sir,
elaborated
and
it
one
and
more
it
thing,
helped you.
initially when I was preparing, I used to check for PYQs through videos and through some PDFs and all. But nowadays, later I found that there are many channels where they just post the PYQs alone with the proper explanation. So watching those will be more than enough. So for example, I have seen for surgery, there are videos like around 4 hours from which they will be covering from 2018 till 2022 PYQs, everything from for FMGE. So watching such videos will also be more than enough. On those days where I was not able to study, I just sit and see the PYQs, sir. That will be more than enough, sir. I could say like around 5 subjects I did with PYQs alone. I didn't go through main videos or any lectures and all. With 5 subjects, I did just PYQs and I was able to score around 80% from all those subjects, sir. So PYQs is more than enough for such subjects which you are planning to leave. I don't say that we should just do PYQs and go for exam, but for the subjects which we are planning to leave, at least we should go with PYQs. For example, most of the people used to tend to leave anatomy. Even I did the same, but at least you should see the PVQs of the anatomy, which will cover at least 7 to 8 questions from the 10 for sure.
That yeah, that's true. I mean, it's like take out point from fellow doctors or resident. Like for example, we have 19 subject to study, right? These
Yes,
19 subject we took 5 or 6 years to study, but within this 6 month or within this 4 month, not 6 month, even 4 month overall. So how can we complete 19 subject in 4 months? There should be second studies, there should be third studies. Like you said, we can't study 19 subject truly notes by notes. So we should, that's why like my point also, I'm going to add in that, like 19 subject, study 12 subject properly, take 2 or 4 subject, 4 to 5 subject from PYQ, or 2 to 3 subject from rapid revision. Overall you are going to cover this subject, but it will take less time, and there will be multiple choice for like you won't be bored for that
yes.
only studying notes. Okay, so let me go more like in back time. Did you studied from online platform, or just you only join offline coaching after returning to India?
Sir, I could not say properly, sir, because I just jumbled up everything, sir. For 19 subjects, I did here and there. People usually say that we should not do such things, but for a subject, we should not do, sir. For example, doing obscuring here and there should not be there. If you take a subject, it should be done from a platform. No matter how many platforms you use, but for a specific subject, it should be a single platform. I did like that, sir. For 19 subjects, if you ask me, I just jumbled up with everything. Wherever I was able to find it easy for me and convenient for me, I did from there. I used to both the online platforms which are more reputed back then, and now many are there. And regarding offline classes, I took FMG for the subject which I was not able to cover and which I felt that it is most important. So for such subjects, I did with the AFMG. They did absolutely great job for that, and like that, sir. So it is not thing that where you are doing subjects, but it should be that you should be convenient with the platform which you choose. It's no matter how many platforms you use.
Mhm. Okay, when you return India, like at what date or which month
Sir, I
after
returned
taking
by after taking my degree was on 26th June, and I returned to India by 17th July. And
okay,
I
and then you
joined
join
AFMG.
FMG
Uh, yes, sir. I joined
in
AFMG by
Chennai.
22nd. Yes, sir. 22nd July.
Okay. Mm. Okay, actually, I was also a student of FMG, so
Yes,
like
sir.
it's good.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that many teachers are there who just
Mm.
not teach us. Also, they motivate, and they give
Yes,
path
sir.
for how to study. Okay,
Yes,
so you then you join FMG on for how many months?
sir. Till it was a December exam for us, so I took the full course AFMG.
So you told you returned from Chennai, so at your home
Yes, sir.
also there is coaching.
Through online, they were teaching us, sir. Actually, our
Okay,
coaching
okay.
is from Delhi. The
Wow.
classes used to go on, so I used to get the links from there, and I was taking
Mm.
classes.
Mhm. Okay, that's good. So finally, I mean, I can say you prepared fully from FMG, and you will
Yes,
be
sir.
like FMG. Okay, that's good.
Yes, sir.
Did you meet Vikas, sir? You went to
Yes,
Delhi,
sir.
right?
I went to Delhi day before yesterday. I met him, sir.
Okay,
Such
that's
a
good.
humble person he is.
Okay, yeah, actually, is okay. So, Asin, no, like again, exam is coming in like June session, and only they have like we have remaining 90 days, approximately 90 days. So, what will be your like suggestion in so like in very proper manner? What will be your suggestion for them? What to do more for now 90 days? Whatever they studied, I think 3 months is enough to make like
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
Where are you?
Sir, frankly speaking, when I gave my first 2, 3 GTs before the postponement was happening, my score were somewhere around 120, 130 like that. So in the meantime, I thought, okay, for June attempt, I will join the offline flow coachings like that, and all my mind was going on. So once when the postpone happened, it was around 70 days, something like that, left for me. Since then, I started my actual preparation. So till then, it was here and there. My preparation was I was not having any proper notes for certain subjects. And for December 4th exam, actually, I was planning to go with the 14 subjects. The once when the
Mhm.
postponement happened, I made it like okay, we'll go with all 19 subjects and all. So those 70 days is actually a decent time to prepare. So if you have some proper notes with you and if you have some proper friends around with you to prepare, then 70 days to 90 days is actually a decent time to prepare. Sir. And
Mhm.
for the you should be like by 50 days, at least in the end of 50 days. Now for 90 days, if you say, then by the end of the next 40 days, you should be done with all the 19 subjects, whichever you can. I mean, the 19 in the sense the subjects which you did, and with the subjects which you're planning to skip, you should at least do the PYQs. And sir, one more thing, ENT, Aftal, Pedia, and Forensic, these four subjects you should never skip in any course, sir. These four will cumulatively give you 60 marks as total, but from that, at 50 marks will be easily scored, sir. Out of the 60 questions asked in the all four subjects together, 45 will be 100% a repeat question. So these four subjects should never be skipped at any cost. The rest subjects depends on persons, sir. Many will be weak in the preclinicals, so it depends on people. So once when these four subjects are done properly, of course you would have done OBG, surgery, medicine, and all. So the rest subjects you can do with PYQ, sir. Like derma. In my case, I did derma, ortho, psychiatry, anesthesia, and anatomy. All these five subjects I did with PYQs. So you can do like that, and at the end of the 40 days, you should be done with all the 19 subjects. Once after that, you will be having a set of 50 days in your hand. In that 50 days, you just need to repeat how many times it is possible for you just to repeat all the subjects which you read already, and to do PYQs multiple times. Sir, I used to say my friends also, you should do at least the PYQs of the year for at least 5 times, sir. Nowadays it is possible, sir, because you have a lot of channels which provide just the PYQ. So if you follow such channels, it is easy, sir. For example, if you take medicine, as studying it as a whole is very hard, sir. But if you just see the PYQs of it from 2018 till 2022, there will be for sure 10 questions which will be repeating in each paper, like meningitis, BP related, like that. There will be 10 questions. If you're done with those 10 questions, and if you're confident in that 10, the rest 20 questions from there with the knowledge which you gained in the 6 years, you getting 10 marks is very easy. In that case, obviously you will cross 200, sir.
Okay, that's really like good. Okay. So let me go in detail with PYQ. PYQ
Okay.
only you are talking about only for FMG PYQ or NEET PG also we should consider. A student should consider
Both,
that
sir.
also.
Both, sir.
Both, sir.
And
Okay,
sir,
both. Okay, understood.
last year's paper, for example, if I say OBG and surgery, last year's NEET PYQ questions, last year NEET PG questions repeated in ours also. There was a question like Fournier's gangrene, this came in our surgery, and it was not taught that much in our classes and all, but it was a direct question which repeated from the NEET PG paper. And this year's NEET PG just now happened, so I think many questions will be repeating from that, sir. Even our questions, FMG December questions repeated in this year's NEET PG also. Like around 10 questions I saw like that. So if you're getting 15 questions from NEET PG which repeat directly in your paper, then those 15 marks are your bonus marks, right, sir? So you can get it very easily. Those 15 marks are actually the one which decides whether you pass or not, sir. 130 is okay. 130 and above getting is okay, sir. Crossing 150 is hardest thing. people used to get stuck between 135 and 145. So if you are okay with those repeated questions, and if you get all those repeated questions correct, then it is a bonus for you.
Yeah, that's good. Like Arvind, is Arvind that our blockmate?
Yes, sir, he's there. He also passed this
Oh,
same attempt. Yes, sir.
okay, that's good.
From the
How are
blog,
you, Arvind? Like really,
no, sir, he's
really.
not there in this call. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, like I'm really happy with the comment and okay, congratulations to Ashwin too. And okay, so Ashwin, let me take one more, like let me ask one thing. Like you said, three or four subject we should not
Yes,
leave FMT,
yes,
ENT, Optha, and one more thing, radio.
media.
I will add that media and I'll add that radio. Even I used to tell in my videos that these four or five subject, if you study like FMT, for take example for FMG, FMT. If you studied FMT, even 100 pages note, definitely 11 to 12 question going to come, and the best part is you can correct that all 12 question.
Yes,
Same goes with the ENT, same goes with the radio, same goes with the pedia. So really that point is very important. Okay, one more suggestion from you for this like upcoming student. What about these five subjects, like big subjects, like OBG, surgery, then gynec, OBG, surgery, PSM, and medicine. So
yes,
my suggestion, out of these four five subjects, we should study at least two to three subjects in detail.
yes.
For me, surgery and surgery and OBG was strong for me. Like I studied this very detailed, but medicine I little tough. So I skip like I not skip. I did not study in detail, but these two subjects, like for surgery, out of when I gave 42 marks were there, so I corrected 38, and that give me a lots of like to score good marks, lots of
Yes.
boost. So for from you, what point will be added in that five subject? How many, which subject is to be focused, or how many subject to be focused?
Sir, out of those four which you told, surgery, OBG, medicine, and PSM, three
Four
subjects are
subject
more
for
much.
men,
Yes,
four
yes, sir.
okay.
All three subjects are much conceptual, sir, like OBG, medicine, and surgery. PSM, little you need to mug up things there. And sir, the thing which I see is people used to tend to follow, go behind the stagings, etc., and surgery, sir. And the same with medicine. They mostly go with the classifications and everything, sir. So, but such questions will be very, very little bit in the question paper, sir. If you take a 30 questions from surgery, out of that, from stagings, there will be hardly three questions or four questions, sir. People used to run behind those four and they will lose the rest 26. So first you need to clear with the easy topics from the subjects, sir. Like the GIT is there. GIT is high scoring and it is very direct questions will be there from GIT. The same with respiratory everything, sir. So people used to follow such things there. And with OBG, honestly, sir, I left the cancer part of OBG. Rest everything is much conceptual, so I studied everything there. Like I didn't read often, but I know the concepts there, so it was easy for me. Usually, I used to attend PYQs a lot. From that, sir, with OBG, there is nothing else to ask, sir. So, if you ask me, I will say that those 30 questions will be there all time in the paper, sir, for us. There are a lot to study in OBG, but for us in FMG, there are not, they won't cross those 30 or 40 set of questions in OBG, sir. Each time they will be, that will be repeating there in OBG, and those are the core concept questions, sir. So doing PYQs for them, you need to study the basic notes which you have already, and above that you need to read the PYQs often, which will clear you, which from whichever the side they throw questions on the same topic, you can easily answer those things. And for
Okay.
PSM, sir, I can't mug up a lot of things. So my strategy for PSM was to keep it short. So I followed Omkar sir's chantings there. Absolutely, those 7.5 hours chanting was there, and from that I was able to score 90%. I'm not able to score, but I was able to answer, and I was knowing 90% of the questions from where they were taken. So those 7.5 hours was my what to say, my source to for PSM. I was hearing those 7.5 hours video for 4 5 times, multiple times throughout this journey, sir. That was more than enough for PSM from my side.
Okay, so okay, that's like it was not in my mind, and you added it that if out of four or five subject, if you are not like comfortable with some subject, so at least go through the topic of important topic of that subject. Don't leave. Okay, that's very
Yes,
good point. Okay, and one and last thing about strategy. What about images? how did you went, or it is important to go through images, and how many like which explain on images?
Sir, regarding images, pathology images are quite hard, sir, because we in our back there in Russia, we hardly see images of pathology slides in 2 years maximum. That's it, and that too only during our final exams. We never saw with anything else. So images are different, sir. For certain subjects like pediatrics, radiology, and all, once when you go through your notes itself, you can clear the images, sir. For example, in radiology, almost the questions, 7 questions came out of that. 5 questions were from surgery linked only. So once when you are studying itself, you will be cleared of those images, sir. For the rest of things, you need to go through images section. And many YouTube channels are there which they post about images. They used to post. Seeing, planning to see images in the last is very hard, sir. In the last 20 days and all, you will be tense from all sides. Everyone will be asking you questions regarding the exam, everything. So planning to watch images there will be hard. So in meantime, you need to watch images, or like when you are bored in the afternoons, you can simply start playing the images and you can just look at them. With that photographic memory will be there. And answering questions also, if something is linked with image, if it comes, your mind will answer for that question with that image itself. You don't need to go into the details of the question what they have given. Ultimately, the image will be the answer for that, right, sir?
Okay, I mean simply like whenever we are bored every day, 2 or 3 times it comes like while preparing that
Yes,
or
sir.
feeling bored with the notes.
Yes,
So that time we can choose images from any, either it from
yes, sir.
PDF or
Yes,
YouTube channel. It depend on their
yes, sir.
on stream. Okay, so I think it's like we really some points are really helpful, and again, so I
Sir,
think
and
this
one more thing I need to add here, that students, those who are watching this, should make use of the AFMG page there in YouTube, which is absolutely free for them. Because I'm not, what to say, I'm not advertising for AFMG here, but
sure, sure, sure.
that helped me a lot, sir. There are test and discussion sessions, sir. Omkar, sir, there will be it will be there for almost 10 to 12 subjects there in the AFMG channel. So people using that, sir, there will be in each session he used to discuss 40 questions at a whole for medicine, for OBG, whatever it is. So you need to have a count on yourself that you are crossing whether 20 to 23 questions right or not. If so, then you are good at those concepts already. If not, you can clear those with his explanations. He is also a FMG like us, so he knows how to teach us. He teaches really good, sir. I didn't meet him this time in Delhi there, but I want to thank him through this portal also, because around 120, 130 questions were the things which he taught me actually through the chanting. Sir, everyone teaches good regarding teachers, but reading notes is very hard, sir. It will be boring. So I used to watch his videos multiple times. So you no matter how many times it is, but it used to help me, sir. So people
Mm,
must try to make use of it.
no, actually, it's like it's not about advertisement and something. I am also a big fan of, like you said, Omkar sir. Even you
Yes,
can see my videos, previous video. I used to say, for chanting session, don't follow everyone. If you
yes, sir.
want to do chanting, or if you want to YouTube follow YouTube channel, just go with the, for me, Omkar sir. One more, one, two, or three more are there. So used to suggest them, because I know. See, Ashwin, it's very clear that for making a 50-minute video, 15-minute video, it took 6 hour or 12 hour to
Yes,
research and all. And for that, I used to give like 100 sort of to Omkar sir. Or
yes,
I also wanted to thank him, because he is doing a lot to a student. It took a lot of hard work to make video, to make important question, important topics, and he used to do for free on YouTube. So really, I'm very thankful for him. Everyone should be thankful for him, and really, it's
yes,
important. He give his hard work to, he give their time. So it's important.
yes,
Okay, Aswin, and I think we discuss many things. If anything is remaining, again, I will ask you to come again. Like
sure,
when
sure,
it will be remaining 30 or 40 days, we'll come again live to guide and
sure.
to motivate, because you have got 208 marks, which is very high, and which is very, like I mean say, it's really good marks. So they wanted to listen you, and they should take point from what you have shared. So for them help, again we will come. And again, I congratulate you,
Thank you,
congratulate
sir.
to your family,
Thank you, sir.
because at the end family matter more.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, like what my motivation was, to to like I have to do it for my family, because
Yes.
we already we work
Mm.
very hardly in Kazan, in Russia. But for our recognition of our parents, this one should be important. This exam were very like necessary. So you also through, if you want, you can thank to this portal,
Yes, sir.
because this video will be
Absolutely,
available
sir.
all the time.
I was waiting for that question actually. I should thank my parents, my father and my mother, sir. They helped me in all the possible ways they can. No matter which way it is, they helped me absolutely. During the exam days also, I was quite nervous and I was getting irritated for everything. They adjusted with me, and whatever I say, they just listened and they understood the thing which I was going through. So I should thank my parents and my relatives, no matter who is it. I like all my relatives. They also supported me since the last 7, 8 years in all the possible ways they can do for me. So through this portal, I want to thank all my family members and my friends. Our blockmates, everyone. The Arvind bro who was watching the video, Shiva bro, Lakshmi sister, Priya sister,
Yes,
and everything.
yes,
And
even
then
Bhavika message morning
yes
that
sir,
I'm very like
yes sir,
I'm going to watch
yes sir,
in future.
yes sir,
Like no, his
and then
work,
yes
she's
sir,
working.
Bhavika. Yes, sir. Bhavika sister, then Vetri, Shiva sir. Once when you left, she came there, and many more, sir. Our seniors, everyone helped us, and you were the first one to advise me once when I reached Kazan there. You were the first one who don't roam a
Yeah.
lot and don't do parties a lot, like that. You were messaging, you were advising me a lot. I could remember the days.
Yeah, because like I also find one of my favorite roommate, like as
Mhm.
it was like good, experience
Yes,
was
sir.
good, so I was
Yes,
happy for that also. And after all, like we all are like we cleared this exam also.
yes,
So
yes.
okay, so Aswin, I think we should end the live. And
Okay,
one more thing, be in touch with the study, like keep
okay,
studying.
okay.
Not like that much. If you are going every day 1 or 2 hours, it's enough, because then also we have to clear this PG exam. So
Okay.
be in touch with the study, keep like now you can take rest, but
Yes,
after some time you just be in touch, because it will help you for cracking the PG exam, because you got good marks.
sure,
It
sir.
means you have studied a lot. So, and all the very best for your future.
Thank you,
We'll
sir.
be
Thanks a
in
lot.
touch in future also.
Sure, sir.
Okay, guys.
Sure, sir.
Bye bye. Bye bye.